Alright, I'm gonna start by looking for the pick I was just using and then go over. Let's talk about that first rhythm from yesterday and that I sent or should have attached to other scanned pieces of rhythm that I wrote out count for. So, first one, following the 4/4. What I'm going to do is follow some metronome stuff, and hopefully my demonstrating this will help you hear how these things line up in the 4/4 count. So I'm going to do the rhythm that we looked at yesterday, the first one we did on Skype, and this is what we have. So I'm going to count off 4 and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, just so this video doesn't take forever, I'm going to go up 20 beats per minute just so you can hear the difference as I speed up. Now, again, practicing with the metronome to gain speed, still only go up by 5 beats per minute. I'm only doing this to save time. So, same thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm going to go to 100. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this tab program says 128 is the full speed. Let's see if I can do that, having never practiced this before. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So hopefully that's a good demonstration of what happens there. Now, this is where I doubt I'm going to be able to do very well at increasing the speed so fast. The bass section. So I'm going to follow exactly how it's tabbed. It's going to sound an octave higher since it's on guitar. But so you look at the first page or the first image I sent in the email that has this video link. Again, I wrote out the counts, full 16th note count, and underline the portion that you play. Now, looking at this, you basically are repeating just 2 bars. So the bars or measures are counted off there. So you got measure 57 is where the bass interlude starts. So you got measures 57 and 58. Those are the 2 patterns, and it looks like the bass just keeps doing the same thing. No, sorry, it looks like does that 4 bars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So I guess I better play those first 4 bars there twice, because I did not copy or print out the next page. I hope my rambling is making sense. So, with the metronome, it's a good idea. Just turn on the metronome, tap your foot on the beat, and then practice counting what the rhythm is. So the rhythm itself looks like it repeats every 2 bars, but there are some note variations that happen throughout 4 full bars. So here we go. I'm just going to count it right now so you can hear it. So you got 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. So that's the counts. Let's see if I can actually play this. Again, I have not practiced this, so this might go really bad. This might go decent. Let's find out. So let's see, we got 14, 14, 16, 14, 17, 14, 15, boom, 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 boom. Alright, here goes something. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Not too bad there. I'm going to increase it by 10 beats per minute and do, well, I'll try to do 20. I might be making this too challenging, but see if I can do it and save some video time. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Alright, well, pull that off. Let's try 100 now. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can get this for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Alright. Let's try full speed. 128. I don't know if I can actually count out loud that quick. I'm gonna give it a shot. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 and a 3 and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 and. Oh, I'm goofing it. Try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 and a 3 and 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and 3 and. I think that was it. I think one thing that makes the bass part confusing is you're changing notes in the middle of a beat. So like if you look where you got the 3 E and 4 E and, so you're going to 14, 14, 15, 15, 15, 14. Typically you'll change notes on a downbeat instead of the upbeat. I think that's one thing that makes this part really confusing. 3 E and 4 E and. Instead of, and I think what people want to do is go down, down, and tap their foot like that. Down, down. But it's the opposite. Down, down, up, up. So that's probably why that part's fairly confusing. Now, let's take a look at the other page I sent. That is the guitar portion. So you've got some rhythmic stuff happening, looks like. Kind of leading into the bass, or kind of playing what the bass was doing rhythmically on measure 72. Looks like I didn't even underline the stuff on measure 71, but that's the same rhythm that we started with on this video. So I better look through this real quick. It's been crazy busy yesterday and today. I apologize if I am not coming across as prepared enough. Let's see, we got one and okay. I'm gonna start. Let's see, because we're doing a similar rhythm thing. So if you look at measure 73, again, this is the count. You got 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E, and then it repeats. The rhythm itself repeats. You got different chords that happen. Some note changes. Well, yeah, it looks like it's just the chords that really change. So again, measure 73 is where I'm starting, and I'll go through like maybe 4 measures here, and I'm just going to snap my finger and count what the rhythm pattern is. Actually, let me put the metronome back on 60. That's a better idea. Okay, so here we go, just the counting the rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E and it just keeps repeating that. So if you start at the very beginning of the page, the very first note, measure 71, you'd have this: 1E and 2 and 1 and 3E and 4E and. So that could be a little confusing, I think, starting off. So let's play just the first 2 measures on the page. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1E and 2 and 1, 2 and 3E and 4E and those are palm muted, yes. Oh yeah, let's go with that F note right away. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1E and 2 and 1, 2 and 3E and 4E and. Starting on measure 73, play starting there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E and that, then it repeats that pattern. I'll attempt to get this up to speed here. I'm just going to go up by 10s this time because that was confusing sight reading that. Alright, so measure 73 is where I'm starting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E and. That's a tough one. Alright, let's try 80 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's try 90 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 3 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and almost up speed. 110. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 120. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. At that speed, it was definitely a lot more subconscious stuff happening. So thankfully, I've done a lot fairly similar rhythm patterns with like 8th note, 16th note groupings like that, so that made it a bit easier. But it's starting to become autopilot doing that. It's definitely thinking involved, but there's a bit more autopilot at that pace, I feel. So, alright, here we go. 128. See if I can pull off the up to speed version. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and fucking A. Alright. Well, I guess good. Good. That was not easy. It was not. There was definitely a lot of thought involved on that, but look at that, almost 20 minutes on the video. Well, hopefully that is good guidance to help you get that part down. What we can do, you mentioned like some Iron Maiden stuff. It's like that Empire of the Clouds riff. We can talk about what the rhythm is there. I can try and find a tab for it, but I might just have to do that by ear. That's fine. We might have to talk about like how to count all the rhythm stuff, unless you already know how to count 16th notes, 8th notes, things like that. But we'll talk about that on Sunday, and we can also just kind of look at other songs that you've tried to do that seem to have a weird rhythm, and I'll tell you what the count is. But alright, let me know if you got questions, and I'll see you again Sunday.